I belong to several, or member of several different Facebook pages or communities, and I'm on a couple of the bushcrafting websites. And this morning they were talking about FatWood again. For those of you who do not know what FatWood is, we usually find it in pine, and it's wherever the tree gets damaged, the sap will go to that area to protect the tree. It's kind of like our own bodies. When we get a cut, our body's defenses go to that area to heal us. Also, during the winter, the sap will go to the center of the tree. It'll collect where the limbs connect to the trunk, and you'll find this fat lighter, and what it is just turpentine. If you smell it, you can get that good piney turpentine smell. But you also find it where a tree has gotten diseased, and all the sap will go to the center of it. And then when the tree falls, the rest of the tree will decay. And I just happened to find this one here on my way down the hill, and this was sticking out here like this, and I kicked it and broke it off. Two things I can get out of this. One thing they talk about is the punk wood. This wood here that is pretty much rotted, but it's dry. You can use that for kindling. Some of the people are taking it and putting it into an Altoid tin, and instead of making char cloth, they're making char wood, and they're doing that with this wood. But when I look in the center of it, snapped when I kicked it, and I don't know how well you can see it, but right here in the center, it's hard. This is all falling apart, but this center part is hard. You can see the dark orange, dark yellow coloring in it, and that's where the turpentine has gone to the center and created a FatWood. And when you smell it, you get that good turpentine, piney smell to it. So the center of this trunk is FatWood. So I'm going to take this piece with me and use it to start a fire later on for my lunch. So I'm just going to take this piece here. This will be enough to get a good kindling and fire going. But you can see here, all this punk wood is all ready, and it's pretty much dry. It's in the center. When you get into some of this right here, that's moist. But you can find good dry tinder in this dead tree for creating a fire. So got a little bit more ways to go to get down to the bottom. This is going to be a nice climb to get out of here. And there are turkey. I found a turkey feather just right here underneath that tree. So get on down, and we'll set up our camp for the afternoon and make lunch. Before I leave this stump, I just happened to notice a couple of the things I wanted to point out as far as fire making capabilities. One is on the side of the tree, there's a lot of crystallized sap. You can take that and use it in your fire making as well. That's all just falling off there. And the other thing was, I just broke off another limb, and you can see right here the deep coloring, which makes this all FatWood. When you break off the limb and look in the center of it, you can smell it, but that's all FatWood down the center of these limbs. So all of this whole trunk, where the limbs are connecting and everything, is just good FatWood. So it's simple to find. You just got to know what you're looking for. Some areas wouldn't have it, of course, in the desert where you don't have pine trees, rainforest, which is really soaking wet all the time. I've never found it here in the Northwest, but I've never really looked for it, didn't need it. But so you can look, and I'm going to just do a quick span. There's another tree standing right there that has died. That one too. Let me point to it right there. That would probably have FatWood too if you knocked it over. So it's just knowing what to look for to get the FatWood. And I'll show you when I get to the bottom how I'm going to process it and use it for my fire.